Hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Today is your six month, love forecast, and this is for the July 2016 through to December 2016. So hope you guys are really well. If you'd like a private reading with me, please just look in the description bar below. It will show www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. You can also join me on Facebook. So, what I do with these readings, I do an 18 card spread. I shuffle the cards, and now what I've decided to do is shuffle just before I come on screen because it takes so long. It took me 6 minutes to do Pisces shuffling, and I can't spend that long, and it's not fair on you guys. So I've decided just to, especially with this spread, to pre-shuffle the cards and lay them. I start off with shuffling, lay down, meditate on the cards, lay down 9 cards, and then for each of those 9 cards I will pull a clarifier to see what it can bring to the reading. So to see if somebody else is involved in the situation. I just feel it opens it up. The other thing that I do with these readings now, these love readings, is I will look at 3 different situations that I feel could be occurring for you. So it could be that you're married, it could be that you're single, it could be that you are cohabitating with someone. So I try to cater for everybody, okay, if I possibly can, okay, within the readings. So we're looking at 3 different stories. So if it shows marriage in one part, but it shows divorce in another, it's just different. It's a different scenario, okay? So during the 6 months, you'll be able to kind of look at what scenario relates to you. So it's interesting. We start off with the lovers for you, Aries, between July and December 2016. I feel that you've got a significant other. I feel that this is more a relationship that is based maybe on a long-term relationship for some of you guys, but I feel that there are choices to be made and that you're trying to seek some clarity on this, okay? Because the lovers is not just about a deep spiritual connection with someone, you know, like a soulmate type of relationship going on. It's also where there's just a deep attraction. The interesting thing though is that we have the Empress and also the Emperor. Now Aries, the Emperor should really be you guys, because the Emperor is an Aries individual, but it doesn't have to be. This can simply be someone who is male and Empress female. If you're gay, bi, lesbian, it doesn't matter. It's just your significant other. There seems to be a choice that you need to make in a long-standing relationship, I feel, with someone, Aries, because the lovers also means one has to make a choice, and the choice has to benefit you. It has to be the right thing to do, because really what you're trying to do with the lovers card is achieve some form of balance within yourself as well as with your partner. So you're trying to do the right thing by yourself and also by your partner. And the reason why I feel there's a choice is because we've got the Hermit, and the Hermit often goes to seek clarity. They can't find the solution to a problem, so they're seeking it. They're seeking that solution. And I feel for some of you guys, there is a choice here with the Lovers card, and you're going to be seeking solution on it. I do feel this is a long-standing relationship. Also, for some of you guys, it could be where the relationship is quite abundant. So why is it that you seem in the next 6 months to be searching? Are you trying to find something out about your partner, perhaps? Perhaps you're trying to find out if there's a hidden affair, because the Lovers card can mean choice, it can mean deep spiritual attraction, but it can also mean a love triangle and temptation. So for some of you guys, it might be that there is a situation that shows up where there is some temptation, and maybe you're trying to find out the truth, because the Hermit is all about seeking the truth. I feel that some of you guys are seeking the truth on a relationship with your partner over the next 6 months. I don't get any really bad cards here. But what I do feel is that this is a long-standing relationship that this section is based on. You're seeking the truth. It could be a love triangle situation with that Lovers card. Or it could simply be, are we right for each other? Because that's what the Lovers are all about. They're there together, they're still apart. There's still some form of a division. When you get the lesser card, which is the Two of Cups, you see these 2 people holding up cups. They're holding cups towards each other. So there is a unity there. The Lovers is slightly different. It's like there is a gulf between these two people. And I feel that there is a gulf between you and your partner, Aries, in the next 6 months. Something you're going to need to try and, sort out. The final cards to show are the Hierophant and the Magician. Now, for some of you guys, it could be that your partner asks you to marry them, potentially as well, because the Lovers and the Empress can sometimes mean a marriage. So it could be a marriage that we're looking at here, or your partner will ask you to marry them. And maybe you're needing to seek clarity on that because you're just not sure whether this is the right person for you. For some of you guys, you will commit to this because we have the Hierophant. Even despite your drawbacks on this relationship, I feel that you'll commit. And you'll look to start all over again because this situation, this relationship has a lot of potential. When you look at a Magician card, it's about something that has a lot of potential. It's about manifesting something quite powerful. If I were to look at keywords of the Hierophant, commitment, the Magician, powerful. Or the Magician, beginning, the Hierophant, commitment, beginning a commitment. So I do feel that you've got drawbacks in the next 6 months, but for some of you guys, you will go ahead, I feel, with a marriage or something that solidifies your relationship, or you'll just continue with the relationship despite having your reservations. The Hermit card can mean I have reservations, so I need to sort that out. And it's because of this Lovers card, I believe. If I go quiet, it's because I'm looking at the cards, okay, and I'm just trying to think of other keywords that could come up with this. I don't see a split here. It's almost like you do the right thing, or you do what you consider to be the right thing over the next 6 months within a relationship that you have some reservations, some negative feelings perhaps on. It's almost like you do the right thing. The Hierophant is also always about doing the right thing because it's a card about values, tradition, what is expected of us in society. And the Magician is often about creating something new. Maybe for some of you guys, the relief will come with that Hermit right above the Magician, while the Magician points upward to the Hermit. So whatever this power is within the relationship, it seems your thoughts are based on this Hermit card. But you seem to do the right thing with the Hierophant. But you've still got your drawbacks, because remember, the Magician can also mean powerful thoughts, very powerful thoughts. He seems to be looking right upwards. He's got his wand, his stick pointing right upwards to that Magician. It's almost like he's aware of something here. I feel there's an awareness for some reason in your relationship of something. And if you look at these cards, the Magician points his wand straight up to the Hermit, and the Hermit is directing the lantern at the Emperor. I feel that your thoughts are very powerful during the next 6 months within a relationship, Aries. You seem to be pointing all your thoughts up to what it is you're trying to find out. And the lantern seems to be pointed towards the Emperor. So this is someone who is seeking clarity on the Emperor. It could be your partner seeking clarity on you. Maybe there are a lot of powerful thoughts here. Remember, the Hierophant is all about tradition. But the Magician is all about freedom. So it's almost like within the next 6 months, Aries, for some of you guys, what I'm seeing is that you need some form of resolution, or somebody needs resolution from you before they can proceed or allow growth within this relationship. Because the Empress is representative of the word growth. Okay, what she does is she has a lot of stuff that she's working on within herself, and she grows with it. Hence the pregnancy. So she's developing something within her. So often within a relationship reading, this card can mean that you're relationship has the potential for development and growth. Those two cards together, the Lovers and the Empress, means abundant love a lot of the time, because the Empress is abundant and the Lovers is love. Abundant love. But it's almost like somebody will be seeking an answer from you, or you're going to be seeking an answer from them, because you've got a lot of powerful thoughts going on with you. Even though there is, I feel that within the next 6 months, to me, there is something that restricts some of you guys, especially if you're in a long-term relationship. And I feel that in order to allow this relationship to develop even further, you are seeking something. Perhaps this person, the Emperor, because the Emperor can be quite withheld as a card. He's an action card, but he can also hold back, because we know the number 4s can do that. So it's almost like you're trying to get something from this Emperor, or somebody's trying to get something from you. The person who's trying to get something from you could be a Virgo individual. So if you're with a Virgo individual and you've been experiencing some problems, some difficulties, they might be demanding some sort of truth from you before they allow the relationship to grow anymore, because there is a choice that needs to be made with that Lovers card. I'm noticing that the Hermit's staff is pointing upwards to the Empress. So I feel the clarity that you need is regarding the growth of the relationship. And the clarity that you need is for the Emperor to come forward and to open up a little bit more. Or somebody will be demanding that you open up about something here. Because the Hierophant, if this card means restriction, another key word for this card is restriction. But the Magician is about freedom. So you could look at freedom from restriction. So maybe within the next 6 months, for some of you Aries people, there is something restrictive that is holding you back in your relationship. And I feel that you're going to be seeking clarity on this before you look to develop this relationship even further. Hence why we have the Lovers. There is a choice that needs to be made here. But I feel the choice is either going to be reliant on the truth that your partner gets from you, Aries, or the truth that you get from your partner. The other story that I'm seeing in these cards is that, you know, it's not the greatest of love readings, to be honest with you, I can't lie. But this one's quite nice. We've got the Hanged Man showing. And he's sitting alongside with the King of Pentacles. I feel that there has been a halt on a relationship, or a halt on something to do with maybe a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus individual. When you get the Hanged Man, it means we need to stop for a moment. We need to take a pause because something needs to change or something needs adjustment. So I feel a pause will be coming in the next 6 months with a partner or with someone maybe that you've just been seeing. If you're single, this person might come into your life, King of Pentacles. But there seems to be a pause on this person during that 6 months, because you need to take time out to think about the relationship. 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is a card about, again, it's like the Hermit. It's taking time out. It's pausing for deep reflection. It's thinking. It's weighing up the pros and cons of a situation. I feel that there will be some distance with a particular person in the next 6 months, Aries, because we've got the 8 of Wands. And when you get the 8 of Wands, sometimes this can mean distance in a relationship. And it can also mean that a lot of thoughts, everything is up in the air. And it's interesting that we have the 8 of Wands directly underneath the Hanged Man, because both cards can mean things are up in the air. Things are put on hold. Things are not finalised. So I see a relationship here, whether you're single or you're just coming into a relationship with someone, Aries. I do feel that something is put on hold with a particular person. It's this King of Pentacles individual. And this is while you readjust something, maybe in the way that you're thinking about someone, maybe it's in their relationship to you, maybe it's in the situation that you're in with this person, but there seems to be a halt. And I do believe some distance. Potentially it could be that it's been a difficult relationship and maybe you need to heal for a while, so maybe there's going to be some distance, going on holiday, taking time out from each other. But what's interesting to see, Aries, is that an offer is actually made to you, because we've got the Knight of Cups showing up and he's facing the Sun. The Sun card is about a very positive relationship, something that is very good, something that has real potential to go the distance. It was interesting though, I forgot to say in the first reading how they're all major arcanas. So I do feel that this is a major energy in the first reading that's coming in for you guys. But we'll go over the reading again before I finish. In this reading though, time I feel is spent apart from someone that you like very much, Aries. And it's time apart for a reason, because something needs to be readjusted. Maybe you both need to readjust or adjust to each other's point of view. However, this person or you come back, because the Knight of Cups is the proposal card. It's where somebody offers you love. They declare how they actually feel. And the Sun says, this is a very positive thing. This is new love at its best. Also, what I'm seeing with this reading is that maybe this person has put things on hold. And maybe you don't know what's going on, Aries. Because the Eight of Wands can be you, because you're fire. So with the Eight of Wands, this might be you who's up in the air. This might be that your thoughts are up in the air. This might be, when you get the Eight of Wands, for me, this is where something is not grounded. The wands just float through the air, but they're not landing. And sometimes this can be ideas and beliefs. So there's a lot of things that haven't had any closure within this relationship. And that's because one of you put something on hold. This King of Pentacles could have put something on hold. Perhaps because the Seven of Wands is right next door to him. Maybe he sees it as a struggle, the relationship. And maybe with the Queen of Swords, a lot of thinking has had to be done. But I feel that if it's somebody who's put something on hold with you in the next 6 months, Aries, they will come back. Because we've got the Knight of Cups showing up. And the Knight of Cups says, I'm offering you my love. I'm declaring how I feel about you. And with that Sun card, it's something that is very positive. Great potential. And it just has a very lovely vibe about it. The Sun card is probably one of the best tarot cards in the deck. Especially as it's a major arcana as well. This says it's going to be a really good relationship. Because I feel that you take time to sort out whatever the problem is with this particular individual. They may have put things on hold. Maybe because they were seeking some type of answers with that Four of Swords. Maybe because they needed to heal, take time out. Maybe that left you feeling all up in the air with the Eight of Wands. But this person, I believe, if it's this person that has put things on hold, Aries, they come back to you with the Knight of Cups facing that Sun card. And the final scenario that I'm seeing is the Seven of Wands. This is the card of enduring something. And I feel that for some of you guys, you might be enduring some difficulty within a relationship. Because we know with the Queen of Swords, she's about clear thinking. She's about looking at things in a very realistic light. She can be analytical, she can even be critical. But that's only because she doesn't want to fool herself. She's straight talking, no nonsense lady. But often when I see this card, this represents clear thinking more than anything else. I feel that there will be endurance. Perhaps you have been going the test with the Seven of Wands in a relationship in the next 6 months. And it requires some clear thinking to work out whether you're going to stay around or not, or whether this person should stay around in your life. I do feel that for some of you it will be an ending of a relationship, and it might be one that you have built up over a period of time, because the Seven of Wands is about enduring a situation that's been going on for some time. You're literally fighting against the elements. And I feel with the Queen of Swords it says, you know what, I've got to look at really the honesty of this relationship and where it's going. We do have a Four of Wands, but never be mistaken with that card that it means happy ever after, because it doesn't. It doesn't. It means an achievement has been made. but it can also mean a happy partnership. However, we have a Knight of Pentacles. Now, really, this should be stable relationship to me. But judging by the other cards, I don't think it is. I feel this Knight of Pentacles is slow movement out of this relationship. If you look at the Knight of Pentacles, it has its back to the Four of Wands. It's like it's leaving the situation. So I feel that whatever the situation is for some of you guys in the third story over the next 6 months, there will be a difficult relationship. Perhaps you have been fighting against the elements, fighting against the truth, fighting against family members, that type of thing. Clear thinking tells you, actually, I need to kind of move forward and maybe take gentle steps to relinquishing or releasing myself from this particular relationship. And with the Five of Wands energy, though this is frustrating, you kind of know that it's over. Because the Five of Wands can also mean fighting. But there's no point in it because you just can't agree. Therefore, with the Ten of Swords, the relationship's over. So, the three different situations that I'm seeing, just to reiterate, Aries, are the first one, there seems to be a long-standing relationship here, the Emperor and the Empress together. There's real affinity between you guys. But there seems to be a choice that needs to be made. This is a match made in heaven, really. It's a soulmate relationship, I feel. However, I feel that even though we don't have distrustful cards here, why is the Hermit seeking clarity on this? Well, because of the Lovers. It's either that you're trying to find something out from the Emperor, or somebody's trying to find something out on you because you're Aries, and the Emperor usually represents an Aries type individual. You have a lot of very powerful thoughts around this situation. You might be married, the Hierophant. But you might want freedom from something that is restricting you in this relationship. If you're not married and you're I know lots of emperors and empresses that are not married, but they've been in a very long-term relationship, 10, 16 years plus. And maybe it's difficult to remove yourself from this situation, so you want to continue with it. But you need to find something out from this Emperor. Because the Magician is pointing upwards to the Emperor. Which says that my thoughts, to me, it says my thoughts are directing to finding the truth. Because it's got to that point now. I need to release myself from something that I feel is restricting me within this relationship. Therefore, as the Magician, I need to start something. I need to start something that's quite powerful, that's going to free us both so that we can actually grow together and develop the way that we should be developing. The Magician seems to point up to the Emperor. The Emperor is pointing his lantern in the direction of the Emperor. Sorry, the Magician points his wand up to the Hermit, and the Hermit is directing his lantern towards the Emperor. So it's almost like the cards are saying, find out. Find out. You have the power and the ability to find this out. There's something that you're going to be trying to seek about your partner, I feel, in the next 6 months, or they'll be trying to find something out about you. And I feel it's in relation, maybe it could be towards a three-way relationship. The Lovers can represent people, 3 people, a tempting relationship. Or it can simply be just a case of, you know what, there's something that is not being resolved in our relationship that we need to sort out. So in order for it to grow in a very healthy way with that Empress card, I need to find something out from you. Because we have a choice to make here with the Lovers. This is a good relationship, I see. But there's something that you're unhappy with, I feel, for some of you Aries people, especially if you've been with someone for a very long time. The second story I'm looking at, well, there seems to be either you or this King of Pentacles individual, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, may have put a halt on the relationship. Things might be up in the air. Something might be awkward about this relationship. Hands might be tied. I see some separation from someone that you love, whether you're single and you get into a relationship and this develops, or whether you're just in a relationship now. Quite an early relationship, I feel. But it seems that a halt has been put on a relationship here, whilst one seeks clarity with that Four of Swords, or one tries to heal from something. However, it won't be for long. Because I feel by the end of the year, or During the summer, because we do have that sun card there, which can represent the summertime, this person seems to come back, Knight of Cups, declaring their devotion and love for you. They might be gone for a certain amount of time, because the Hanged Man can mean that something is put on hold, and when something is put on hold, sometimes you don't see the person. And the Eight of Wands can mean distance, and the Four of Swords can mean silence, lack of activity. So there might be a lack of activity around a particular individual, Aries, between July and December. But this person will come back, I believe, in this allotted time, if it's the person who has distanced themselves from you, because the Knight of Cups comes to deliver some good news, i.e. I love you, I'm declaring my love for you, and it's a really positive thing because we have the Sun. And the final reading was the Seven of Wands. There is a relationship some of you guys might be enduring. You might simply be holding on for dear life, because that's what the Seven of Wands bloke does. It requires clear thinking with the Queen of Swords, being honest, being upfront, being logical, being fair. And maybe as a result of that, we have the Knight of Pentacles riding out of the Four of Wands. He's not riding into it, he's riding out of it. Together, these cards can mean stable relationship, or even be a move. Potentially for some of you guys, you will be moving on, because both cards can represent a move. The Knight of Pentacles can represent a move to another state, another place, and the Four of Wands can represent moving. I don't feel that you guys are moving in together. I feel that for some of you guys, you'll be moving away from someone that you've been enduring a very difficult relationship with, because your intuition and your sound mind says this is not working, it needs to end. So there's slow movement, I feel, with that Knight of Pentacles riding out of the Four of Wands. Slow movement of moving out of a relationship with that Four of Wands. It might be frustrating, Five of Wands, and these might even be arguments that you have over this, because you simply cannot agree over a situation. But I feel that you'll both be in agreement that it's over, the Ten of Swords. So it's interesting, 3 different stories showing up for you guys. And, you know, it will be interesting to see what manifests for you over the next 6 months. But let me know if any of these stories relate to you. I'd be very interested to know what happens. That is your reading, Aries, your love reading for the next 6 months. I would like to say thank you very, very much for joining me on Carol's Universe. And I'll be back with your live spread reading and also your July 2016 forecast. See you then. Bye-bye.